So Sparky, you built this up in your mind.
Like I do everything, huh?
Yeah. So what do you think?
We left Midway Campground behind us and made a spectacular sunrise drive down to the Keys. We're Owen, Lynn, and Maggie, and if you're new here, welcome aboard. And if you're already part of the family, we're glad you're back. The Keys come with their share of hype and build up, and we did our best to make our last-minute trip during COVID live up to all that hype, as we made John Pennekamp Coral Reef State Park our base camp for a couple of days of fun in the Keys.
All of our grocery shopping is done for 5 nights, maybe 6, as we head down towards the Everglades for 1 night, and then someplace I'm really excited about. We're heading to Key Largo, John C. Pennekamp State Park. We've never been able to stay there before, have we? But this time we lucked out. We have 2 nights. Wish we had 2 years, but 2 nights will have to work. But we're getting ready to go back on the 41, which is the Tamarind Trail out to Midway. Should be some gators and some sunshine and just relaxing today. We have our site set up, but we can't really talk right now because they're bush hogging the side of the lake here. It's kind of neat to watch, knowing that crap, there's alligators and all kind of things in there, and hopefully they don't come running, but look at what we're seeing out our site already. Time to turn in tonight at the Great Cypress Swamp. We're in the National Park Campground, Midway, and it is absolutely beautiful out here. We're loving it, but it's getting a little buggy. Let's go turn in. Well, this is the first good morning. Last night was just a stopover so we could leave early today and be just a little ways away from Key Largo, which is where we're heading today.
Turn left and then immediately turn right.
We're out at,
Now turn left.
literally out at dawn.
Right. In 200 feet, turn slight right onto US 41.
Pull out on the Tamarind Trail and ride towards the sunrise. US 1 to head down to the Keys. We've been noticing that there's a whine. You can probably hear it. And I finally figured out that we drove across there with the van in 4-wheel drive high. I never pushed the button. I don't know what's going on. It engaged. Somehow maybe we pushed the button and didn't mean to. But we can't get it disengaged. We've tried all the little secrets of standing on one foot and doing all those things, and reverse, neutral, drive, neutral, that sequence of, I said that wrong, but that sequence, rolling and everything else, and the button's still flashing and it's still in 4-wheel drive. I mean, we'll can drive, but it's a little weird to all of a sudden. We'll figure it out, hopefully. Lynn's over here searching Facebook. Is that what you're on now? We'll see.
Continue on US 1 South for 24 miles.
It's 8:48 in the morning, so we know we're not going to be able to check in. But our reservation today does get us into the park the entire day, so we can just find a place to park and enjoy it there, and then wait on our site to open up. With a normal RV, that would be a little bit of an issue, but
Turn left, then you will arrive at your destination.
John Pennekamp, Coral Reef State Park. Coral Reef State Park. Awesome.
Excited.
Are you excited, Maggie? Are you excited? Yes, isn't it?
Maggie likes it.
Maggie likes it.
Grinning.
She's a grinning.
Are you grinning, Maggie?
I am, Mom. We're gonna get some breakfast. We're gonna go for my walk. Okay, to all of you on the Facebook group that answered us when I put an emergency post out there asking for advice, thank you. I think we figured out what it is. We have the trailer connected with the electrical plug in the back to the 7-way plug, and I think that became jarred. When we got here to the park, one of the first things I did was try everything, and nothing worked. So then I went back to the back, took the 7-way plug out, and came back in and turned the van off and locked it and let it sit here for a minute. And then we started it back. And as soon as I started it back, it wasn't flashing anymore. It was solid red, meaning it was in 4-wheel drive. Then we put it in drive, pressed the button, put it in neutral, and Lynn went.
It worked.
The light went off.
Yeah.
It had gone off several times on this trip, but it was just me holding my finger on it.
Yeah.
So Lynn got tired of that joke pretty quickly. We're gonna go find a place to park now and enjoy this park. Maggie's found more of her fans, and so Will and Nancy from New Jersey.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yep.
it's nice to meet you.
Yes,
It's nice to meet you guys too. It's always nice to meet folks that watch us.
Maggie's with us today. She's cleaning her paws. It's a little bit overcast, so hopefully it won't be too hot for her. If it is, I think she can jump in the water here.
That's my girl.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by. It doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole again? Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. Wait,
Well, Maggie,
hold on.
is that fun? Okay.
She told us she wanted to go. She was really barking when we first started.
She was. That was a lot of fun. Maybe the funnest place we've ever gone paddling. It was crystal clear water, beautiful trails through there. And we may not film it again, but that won't be the last time we get out on that water, I don't think. So beautiful. It's now 1 o'clock. We did the right thing waking up early this morning, didn't we? Coming over here.
At least we had a full day here, so
Yeah.
that's what we wanted to do.
And it's a little warm, I think 87 degrees right now, but it's That's what you come to Florida for. You can't complain about the bugs, the wind, and the sand, and the heat. Might as well stay up north if you're going to complain about that. So, see if we can go check in. Let's see. Alrighty.
So Sparky, you built this up in your mind.
Like I do everything. Huh?
Yeah. So what do you think? So now we're here at John Pennekamp Campground.
Yeah.
You've been wanting to come here for years.
Yeah.
Is it all you hoped it would be?
No.
Why not?
It's hotter than 2 rats in a wool sock here. I don't know. It's a beautiful place, and you know, it's awesome. It's so hot. It's stifling hot.
It is
Son of a
stifling.
gun. But yeah, I don't know. Seems to be pretty much par for the course. We can do anything for 2 or 3 days.
It is a little warm today. So what are we going to do the rest of the day?
We're doing it. I think the Latinos call it siesta. That's what we're doing.
You're taking a nap.
No, with my eyes open.
You are?
Yeah. Are you not?
No.
What have you been doing out here?
I've been answering comments.
Have you?
I have.
You're so dedicated.
Not really, but
I've been trying to figure out how to block the front windshield.
I saw that.
The amount of time it took me to...
Let me show you what he's done over
The
here.
amount of time it took me to do that, I could have crawled up in the trailer and put the real things in there and insulated it.
It would probably be a whole lot better.
It would be a lot better.
Let me show you what he did. So he's got my nighttime blanket that I like to have when the air conditioner's on because I get cold up there. Got the curtain. You can kind of see that. When I left, when I went outside, he had the dog bed up there too. I'm not really sure if the dog bed's still up there. And
the dog bed's not up there anymore.
Where's it at?
It's in the floor where the dog bed belongs. All that's there now is just that blanket. But
is it helping?
There's just a wish and a prayer holding that blanket up. Any stiff wind or fart or anything, and it's coming down. But it's helping. Yeah, it helps a lot.
Does it?
It does.
So maybe we should just get the front shades out.
That's probably a wise thing to do.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that tomorrow. We'll be driving tomorrow somewhere, won't we?
Yeah.
So we decided to put the shades up. I think they're going to work better, and they look a whole lot better too.
They look better?
They look better.
Okay.
Look better than that
they'll
one.
work a lot better.
I don't think so. You ready to go for a bike ride?
Let's do. Let's see where else we can go.
Want to go explore?
So there are 2 trails here that you can walk on. This is the Tamarind Trail, and we're going to take Maggie for her walk here this morning.
About a third of a mile, so it's not very
Walk with me. Let's leave the past behind.
This is a great little shaded trail for Maggie's morning walk.
There's something else we need to find. Say you'll go, don't make me wait. There's no need to.
So this part of the trail, it's lined with dead coral reefs. Let me show you what that looks like.
Back behind me, there's a young family from Texas. We met them yesterday, and we meet more and more and more people out on the road like this now that are families that are homeschooling. And on this trail, every so often, there's a little placard that tells you what type of plant this is or what kind of tree and what its use is. She's using that as a little field trip today to take the kiddos out to have part of their lesson out here on the John Pennekamp Trail. Kind of cool, isn't it? I mean, just think about it. That's just it. That wasn't in place when I was those children's age. And I had to tell that young boy back there that was 7 that they didn't have Nintendo Switch and iPads and stuff when I was born. I felt lucky just to have rabbit ears. Maggie's way of kayaking.
Yeah, Maggie's getting cooled off before we get in the kayaks. All right, you ready? Don't get my seat. Get your little wet butt in my seat.
Can we just stay right here? Yeah. So today we're going to start out right where we left off yesterday. Came through that same bridge. And then we're going to head back out further south into the mangroves. See where it takes us. So there are a lot of things to do here at this campground. And a lot of the things that we really like to do. But for us, COVID keeps us from safely, or at least feeling like we can safely do a lot of things. Like, for example, over my shoulder, there are 200 or 300 people getting on that boat right there to go snorkeling or to go out to see dolphins. I don't think there's a lot of separation happening. We've watched people standing in line and we just don't feel safe with it, so we're not going to do it. But that doesn't mean you can't, and it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing to do. It's just for us, we're at an age where we have to be careful about things like that and mindful of, well, that there's still a pandemic going on. So we do things so that we can be out here a long ways away from anybody and still doing what we love to do. And at John C. Pennekamp Campground, there's quite a bit of those things that you can do. Especially this paddling trail. It's infamous for being really, really cool, and we learned that yesterday. Keep paddling and keep finding adventures, what we're going to do now. It's kind of cool right now. Magpie is seeing another dog out in the water. Pretty cool. Everybody on board, snorkeling.
If I could take you back to my youth and show you what I wish I knew. My will is strong with a place to lean. In the morning I hung desperately. The other ring on my wrist is gold, pairing with the light it holds. When I return from my skin and bones, I'm remembering the words you told me. Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone.
We found us a little private, almost private beach here.
Nothing private about it.
Boats going by, a million people going by.
Yak, 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 yak.
I know, not me, the people going by. Well, me too, maybe. Maggie likes it though because she was able to get off the boat. And there's one thing that Maggie can't do when she's on the kayak.
What's that?
Eat grass.
Oh, I thought you were going to say potty. She is eating grass.
I know.
Her belly's upset.
Yeah, maybe. Maggie eating grass. Maggie eating grass. Are you a cow? Is your stomach upset?
So what did you think of the paddle today?
It was a little more strenuous than yesterday's.
We went through a lot of the mangrove trails more
Yeah.
today than we did yesterday.
Yeah, the Sandy Creek one was really narrow but awesome.
It was.
We could have taken that as a shortcut back, but it would be hard to paddle against the current
Probably
on
through
that
there
little
for
bitty
sure.
narrow thing. So, you know, there's a lot you can do here, and I bet 3 or 4 months time and things clear up with COVID, this is going to be a booming place, but it's kind of booming now. There are a lot of people here.
There is a lot of people here. I'm kind of surprised at many people, especially the day use people too.
But if you like to kayak and you like to be out and explore, this is easily one of the top 5, top 10 places we've ever been on our kayaks for sure. It's awesome.
Yes.
Hey, pretty. When you're tired from the kayak ride, you feel good to be in here in the cool, under the fan. I know.
So we're eating dinner tonight at Alamorada, and we're eating outside, which is what we do because we hardly ever go inside a restaurant. But one of the benefits of that is that Maggie can now go outside and eat with us even when we eat out. So I came back to get her. Hey, sweetheart. Do you want to go sit with us while we eat? Hop down here. As you can see, it gives her a happy tails. All right, let's go find Mom.
So Owen went to get Maggie. Hey, Boog. Hey. Hey, sweetheart.
So before we pack up to leave, let me show you what our site looks like here. We're in site number 2, and they're all pretty much just about the same. It's big enough for us and the trailer, and you have 50 amp, 30 amp water and sewer full hookups. It's $44 a night to stay here. There's a lot of hype about coming to the Keys, and some of it's well-deserved, some of it's not. But how you enjoy your trip here really depends upon how you manage your expectations. You know, if you're sparky and you build everything up kind of like I do, then you have the chance to be disappointed because, well, it can disappoint you if you're thinking this is going to be paradise.
It's not paradise because of where you are, it's how you look at it.
It is. If you come like we did during COVID and you're a little bit leery about being around people, it's going to change your experience here. But it doesn't mean it's going to be a bad experience, does it?
No, it's been a great experience.
So, you come here expecting that it's going to be crowded, and
it was.
It was. You come here expecting that it's going to be hot,
and it was.
the two rats in a wool sock kind of hot. And you come here expecting that there's going to be good food and dining and places to see. And
we didn't experience that.
There is,
but we just didn't.
But because of COVID, we didn't do that.
Right.
You come here expecting that it's going to be a really big park, but
it wasn't that big for us. I mean, I guess.
But because the biggest part of this park is out in the ocean. It's the coral reefs. There's 25 miles of coral reefs out there that are protected, and that's really what this park is all about. This land is just a place for us to gather to get out there, so that's why you're seeing so many boats go by and things are here. So just know that when you come. So why are we telling you all this? You should know that if you travel, things are going to be different no matter when you go, but we do want you to have the expectation that your expectations are going to kind of control how much fun you have while you're here. You can make the most of just about any situation if you have the right frame of mind. And boy, we enjoyed it. We're sad that our time here is up. We weren't really planning to come. Right. It just kind of happened that
last minute.
Yeah, we have one more week. Two nights opened up here. And before I knew it, we had this booked, and it was a wonderful addition to our trip.
Right.
We recommend that you come,
Right.
but we recommend that you come with open eyes, knowing that it's going to be crowded, knowing that it's going to be hot, and knowing that there are going to be lines just about everywhere you go, because there's so much hype. This is where everybody wants to come on the East Coast, so you just have to deal with that.
Right. But if you love water, you're going to love this place. We appreciate you being part of our journey. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up.
And help us out a little by leaving a comment and telling us, if you've been here to the Keys, what was your experience? Was it hot when you were here? Were there crowds? I'm betting the answer is going to be yes. You may have noticed that a lot of YouTubers right now are releasing videos about the Keys, and there's a reason for that. When it's cold up there, it's hot here, and people want to come here. And we're glad we came, and we're really glad you came with us as part of this journey. Until we see you down the road, we wish you happiness and health, and keep looking for adventure in your own backyard too. I bet you'll find it. Until next time.